Welcome to FDS MTG News for Friday, November 10th, 2023. Somebody call the cops because we know when the murders at Karlov Manor are going to happen. On November 7th, Wizards announced in an article on the Magic website that the murders at Karlov Manor will be dropping on February 9th, 2024. That seems reasonable. That's about 3 months between the Lost Caverns of Ixalan and murders at Karlov Manor. Of course, you need to forget the fact that Ravnica Remastered is going to drop in January, and then you also need to forget that countless secret layers will probably drop between now and then. Ignoring all of that, Wizards is showing a surprising amount of restraint. I'm going to take a minute to shout out a local game store that just opened called LifeLink Games here in Central Virginia. They opened a few months ago, and already they are relocating to a larger space that is more centrally located. Why should you care? Well, because they have a website, and they have some wonderful employees who are willing to accept your thin paper money for slightly thicker paper cardboard. So go check out the LifeLink link in the description down below. And if you are local, they are having a grand opening in their new space on November 17th, 2023, which is also the release of the Lost Caverns of Ixalan, the official release, as well as the release of Lorcana's second chapter, or actually the Rise of the Floodborn. Information in the link below. Go check them out. Buckle up, this story is a bit of a doozy, but I do have something to get out of the way first. Some viewers may recall that in the past, I was a Monarch Media community ambassador. Monarch Media is a competitive EDH tournament organizer. As a community ambassador, I advertised for Monarch Media, produced a CEDH news show called The Meta for the Monarch Media YouTube channel, and advertised the LotusCon event that was held in early October of this year. In return for advertising for Monarch Media, I was offered a free ticket to any Monarch Media event, and they would edit all of my videos. For creative reasons, I decided to continue editing my own videos, and the Monarch Media staff would only edit the episodes of The Meta that I agreed to produce for their channel. The reason I'm bringing all this up is because at this time, I am no longer a Monarch Media community ambassador. I no longer have any ongoing affiliation with Monarch Media or its owner, Mark Anthony Salci. I ended my partnership with Monarch Media on October 21st, 2023. I made this decision since I felt the partnership was no longer mutually beneficial, and there were some creative differences. I believed, and still do, that it was time to move on, and I did so. I had not planned to make any public statement in regard to this decision, as I felt there was no need to highlight the situation, and I was unaware of what was going on in the aftermath of LotusCon. Then this past weekend happened, and here we are. For those not aware, the competitive EDH community has been in a bit of an uproar since Saturday, as a letter written by Mark Anthony Salci started to circulate online. I will link to the letter down below. I'm going to level with you, this situation has more allegations flying around than a presidential primary debate, so I'm going to try and break down the whole thing to be as simple as possible. LotusCon was an event that was put on by Mythic Lotus Gaming, who hired Monarch Media to run a large competitive EDH tournament at the event. Among other allegations, Monarch Media alleges that they intended to pay judges of the tournament with the proceeds from the sale of a custom playmat that Monarch Media had made for the event. They also allege that Mythic Lotus Gaming announced the new playmats would be included in the ticket price of the event without consulting Monarch Media. Monarch Media also stated that they were in no position to give away the playmats and that the sale of those playmats would go directly to the judges. This has sparked a ton of backlash on social media, in addition to other allegations about Monarch Media's owner surfacing. Here is what we know. Judges at LotusCon have not been paid. Allegedly, some have been paid by Missouri MTG on Twitter out of his own pocket, and he said he would continue to do so if you were a judge at the event and you reach out to him. I do not have any verification one way or the other if any other judges were compensated in any way by any other parties at this time. Judges should get paid, and I'm not limiting that statement to these judges in particular. All judges at all events should be paid for their extremely valuable service. I, for one, am hoping this situation gets figured out very soon. I see you've cleaned up your collection, and everything is sorted and you are good to go. But we all know about those 5-row boxes full of cards that you still need to sort, but you just shoved in the back of your closet instead of dealing with them. But you know what? They don't belong there. So go to Mtech Cave today and check out all their ingenious solutions to managing your collection. Link below. In an article posted on the Magic website on November 3rd, Wizards of the Coast announced that when Khans of Tarkir drops on Magic Arena on December 12th, there will be some changes made to a handful of cards. These changes will be reflected in Magic Online on November 8th. These also will be changed in the next Gatherer update, which will be sometime, I guess. They didn't specify. The following cards will have the creature type Cat removed: Rakshasa Death Dealer, Rakshasa Debaser, Rakshasa Gravecaller, Rakshasa Vizier, Notice a trend? Soul Hunter Rakshasa and Mahadi Emporium Master. There also will be terminology changes as well. Umbra Armor will replace Totem Armor, Kindred will replace Tribal as a card type, and Snake will replace Naga as a subtype. That about does it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and you all have a wonderful day. Welcome to FDS MTG News for... I did it right the first time. Welcome to MTG... Am I having a stroke? Do I smell toast? Like, what is happening? On November 7th, Wizards announced in an article on the Magic website that the murders... Ignoring all of that, Wizards is showing a surprising amount of... They opened just a few months ago, and already they are... They opened just a few months ago, and already they need... Oh, this is gonna be fun. Rakshasa... Rakshasa... Oh, crap.